as you can see, the title of the video, yeah, I just barely got home and I was just I just started having anxiety. And yes, I'm recording this because it's something that's actually happening right now, and I really wanted to share with everyone what happens to me when this happens. I was just feeling overwhelmed. And I felt like crying. Well, the thing was at the library on my laptop doing what I needed to do. And I just started having this overwhelming feeling. Everything just felt off, like right now, and felt like everything just like wants to shut down, and I feel like I really need to want to cry so bad. And I'm having shakiness as well. And as I was walking home, I've been having the shakiness and having really a hard time breathing and focusing. Right now. And this is not fun. I'm just having a hard time breathing. And yeah. This is what happens when I have an anxiety attack. And I feel this deepness in my chest, and like that feeling I just had to just get out of there and hurry home. And that feeling in my muscles, that chemical weird feeling, it's just, it's not fun. And it just suddenly just, it hit, and I just, I had to get home, and yeah, and do this video as I'm having an anxiety attack to show everyone what happens, what it's like for me. And it's not good. Just having shakiness all over my body, and I feel like everything wants to shut down. Everything feels overwhelmed, like my brain is also racing like 1,000,000 miles an hour without thoughts. Just this is not fun, but this is what it looks like. Yeah, going through an anxiety attack like this, and it's not fun. I'm just trying not to have the shakiness because I already know what's going to happen when this happens. If I can calm down, just calm down, girl. Calm down, girl. Sometimes this helps, sometimes it doesn't. No. Body, no. Please don't do this. Just feel really overwhelmed. Kind of like a scared feeling. I don't know. It's just in my chest. It's just that kind of deepness feeling like that. Yeah. Just kind of hard time breathing as well. Come on, girl, you can get through this. Don't want the shakiness to get worse because I already know what's going to happen. It's kind of like when it gets really bad, it's like a full body seizure. That's what it feels like is getting ready to happen. And I don't like it. Feels like everything's calming down. But knowing my body, knowing what's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Oh no. What just happened? Come on, breathe, girl, breathe. You can get through this, breathe. Breathe. You can get through this. happens. I hate anxiety. I really hate it. This is so bad. I really hate having anxiety like this. I have social anxiety, and this is what really happens when I get an anxiety attack. And it's really hard for me, especially in social situations. Just anxiety in general, and social anxiety, which is what I have. It makes it just harder to just live life normally. So, having this happen, because there's so many things that just trigger it, and sometimes it just, nothing really triggers it, and it just happens. Just feels so, like my body feels so overwhelmed, like my brain. Everything just wants to just close in and shut down. And I just have a hard time when this happens. Breathe this, girl. Breathe. You can do this. On top of it, I have Asperger's disorder. And it's not fun. And even though I'm transgender, combined with what just happened and all this, it's just like, all of it together, it's just like so much. Yeah. Don't know how to function properly, or just in normal situations when these things happen. I don't get a lot of things. Yeah. Like for me, anxiety attack, I'm still kind of going through. I'm trying to explain this. That happens. Things like, I don't know, just makes things overwhelming at times. It just makes everything feel off. I can't focus properly. Everything wants to shut down and enclose. And I have this deepness in my chest, and that weird chemical feeling in my muscles. And it just feels hot. Nothing wants to focus. My brain just feels like it's so overwhelmed that everything's firing off, and everything just doesn't want to just cooperate, and it wants to just, yeah. And that kind of scared feeling. Shakiness. It's not fun. On times when I have the shakiness, I feel it in my brains, like right in this area, as well as like right through here mostly. Just feels like everything's overwhelmed, and a lot of times I just have to be alone until my body just calms down, and I just can't do anything in normal situations all the time, because it's just when this happens, it's just a lot of things just, yeah, trigger it. Like, lately, what just happened, sometimes even, like being on the bus, for instance, alone by myself, sometimes I get that feeling like I just need to hurry and get out of there, or just any place in general. A lot of times it just happens like that. Like I was just at the library and I just had that feeling. I had to just leave and go home. And I felt like crying at the same time, and the shakiness, and just really makes me feel bad about my body, about myself. It just makes me not feel good. I can't really say bad. It just makes me feel more sad, more down, more like how I look in the video. And like every time that this happens, I'm at home, the dogs always want to come running to see what's going on and help. But I'm in my room and the door's closed and they can't get in, so that's probably what you heard, that scratching noise. It's the dog. But it's just so overwhelming. Well, I don't know what to do. Yes, I'm seeing, yeah, the therapist I'm seeing gave me helpful things to help with it when this happens. But sometimes they don't work. And there's times when I know those things aren't gonna help. And it's just, it happens. And there's times when it does help. But I just, it's not fun. So, well, that's what it's like for me as a trans woman with social anxiety when I go through an anxiety attack. It is what it is, so I'm just having that still a deepness within my chest. I'm a lot more calmer now. Calmed down my body. So all I can say is it's not fun. Everyone who has this goes through it differently. And I just hard to function in public because of it. Yeah, it's like to the point where everything just doesn't want to work properly. So I'm just gonna well, I'm just gonna leave the video now, and I just wanted to share what I was just barely going through and all that, as actually happening, what an anxiety attack looks like for me as a transgender woman with Asperger's disorder and that social anxiety. Yeah. A trans woman with Asperger's disorder and social anxiety going through an anxiety attack. And that's pretty typical of what happens for me when I go through an anxiety attack. So yeah, it is what it is. So I'm just gonna leave the video now and hope for the best as everything's calmed down and the anxiety is kind of subsiding now. Right now it's kind of calming down, so I'm gonna leave the video now.